Alright, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Fast Striker, which is a game by NG Dev Team, which I believe stands for Neo Geo Dev Team. This is a company that's been around for a while. They're out of Germany, and they make a lot of stuff for the Neo Geo and then port it to other platforms as well. So this one was for Neo Geo, but it got ported to the Dreamcast, and that's the port I played here. This company most recently released Gunvein, although they did not develop that in-house. That was Boghog who developed that game. But still, I think they've kind of got a lukewarm, I guess is how I would describe it, a lukewarm kind of reputation in the shmup community. I think their games are, they're not like completely disrespected Euro shmup trash, certainly. Like on this one, Plasmo was a beta tester I saw in the credits, so they clearly, and I saw that they when they released this game, they got a lot of feedback on the farm, the shmup forum website. So it's like they clearly, their heart is in the right place. They want to release these kind of Japanese style shoot 'em up games that are fast-paced and have interesting scoring mechanics and stuff. This one, I would say, is a kind of a partial success. I don't think it's bad. I think it's middling, and I'll get into why. I'm not going to talk so much about strategy for once he's seeing this game. I don't think it's particularly super difficult. There are some annoying things about it. I'll try and bring up the kind of the obviously kind of necessary strategies when I see them come up, but I think I'm mostly going to be talking about why this game kind of hits the middle of the road for me, which is kind of an interesting place for an STG to fall, I think, in terms of reception. Like, it's usually that people love a shoot 'em up or they hate a shoot 'em up, and the in-betweens are few and far between, I think. So this is an in-between one, and I will talk about why. The scoring, as you can see, is metal based. These gold nuggets fly out from all of the enemies, and you laser shot, focus shot / missile shot bigger enemies to get golden nuggets for further score multiplier, and then I'll just pause for a moment to say that there's technical bonuses for each stage. By killing both of these guys' arms before killing him entirely, you get that technical bonus, and those, generally speaking, are worth like at least 500 million points, which is very good. You kind of you rely on those to get a worthwhile score. My score on this is not excellent. It's okay. But I think I watched a video by a user named General Slaughter on YouTube who had like somewhere in the range of 11.5 billion, and I ended up here with 6 billion. So lots of scoring depth. I think the scoring system in this original mode is good. I think it's a lot of fun. You just basically increase the multiplier. You don't have to worry about it going down at all. You just want to get it as high as possible. See, I'm focus shotting these big enemies to get those big golden nuggets, which increase it further. And then by finding secrets like that throughout the stage, usually it's by clearing like an entire group of one enemy type, you get those little demons flying out, and you'll collect those for a while in place of the tinier metals, and those are worth even more to your multiplier. That blue arrow that flies out of those they're called jokers, those kind of blue robots. Those are shields. They're your bombs in this game. They're just a brief period of invincibility and high damage output upon touching an enemy. It lasts for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. And they're counted down there. You can see those like little blue triangles in the bottom left. So one thing that I have a problem with in this game is I kept getting psychologically like kind of I don't know, confined by these backgrounds. Like they seemed so heavily to suggest like physical restraint, like being constrained to the middle of the screen, that often I was just like, I found myself subconsciously sticking to the middle even when I should have been off to the side. It's such a small thing, background design and how it kind of I don't know, moves your eye or like makes you want to play a certain way. But I think in this case, I mean, all of the backgrounds are kind of like this, where they have this like center that's different from the sides, and like it just creates this hallway effect that I couldn't fully 100% shake when playing this game. Of course, I didn't play it for too long to clear it, but you know, and eventually I definitely got used to it and could have gotten even more used to it. But starting out playing it, it was like a bit of a frustrating element. You'll see there's rank in this game too. Devil rank is the highest rank. It's just like a skull and crossbones. I think it goes 1, 2, 3, and then devil rank. And part of another nitpick about this game, I actually think it's a big flaw, is that the revenge bullets that basically the devil rank introduces are so annoying and fast, and they just, I don't like the way the game flows when they're introduced. So it really bugs me when I'm trying to score, you know, I'm trying to no miss, and I'm at this devil rank, and I just don't like playing the game anymore. It's I'll show you what happens in this next stage, where these like very fast red revenge bullets start flying out of every single medium to large enemy that you kill, and it's a pain. I mean, in addition to all this other shit that like normally I don't love, like these lasers that flash on and off and you have to kind of navigate your way through. I got used to it, but just not my favorite level design thing in a shooter. I like the level designs to be about enemy patterns and kind of bullet patterns more so than there's one of the revenge bullet section or releases, and you'll see it here too. So you have to like, I bomb here, pretty much always bomb there. And see, they fill the screen up with these guys, and until you get really used to kind of the speed of these bullets, see, I almost got hit by that one. It's like, it makes it really annoying to have to both read the kind of medium to slow speed patterns and then dodge these revenge bullets. And I know that's like not an uncommon thing in shooters. Like, there are a lot of second loops in games that have revenge bullets. It's not like a huge no-no or anything. It just, to me, the specific way they're implemented in this game just makes it a chore to play instead of a joy. Like, it's just it's a lot of kind of trying to make your brain see two types of thing at once, which is far from my favorite thing to have in shooting games. So yeah, that's an annoyance that builds as you play and get good, because the better you are at this game, the more time you spend in devil rank mode, because the more you kind of no miss, and so yeah, you'll see me handling these revenge bullets pretty well, but it took me a good amount of time to get there, and it's not time I necessarily loved. Ending a stage with about 1,000 or so multipliers seems to be good to me. That, in addition to getting the technical bonuses and no missing and keeping a bunch of shields for a shield bonus in stock, that's where your score is going to come from. Oh, that was a stupid death. I almost got the bomb off there, but I didn't quite. So this guy, I'm trying to kind of speed kill right now, but also conserve my bombs so that I can get these guys on screen, these three kind of starfish looking things, and you destroy all these things and you get another technical bonus. See all the like different colors of bullets, it's kind of visually maddening, and just like the chunky kind of drab colored sprites, the combination of it, it's a classic NG dev team look. I've played their other game, Razion, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I like that game too. Also not a perfect game by any means, but I don't love their kind of like big chunky mud colored sprite style, and the bullets all kind of having these like varying colors and all being on screen at the same time is, you know, at times it's not that bad, but other times I'm just like, why couldn't these have like sometimes it denotes a certain type of bullet, like the revenge bullets are red, but other times I'm like, why couldn't you have made these the same or similar colors to just decrease visual fucking confusion on the screen? I don't know if I don't know if that's just like a me thing or if other people would think that too, but my brain has a little bit of trouble with that when there's just like 4 different colors of bullets on the screen. Not very good at processing that. 2 is fine. Like, I think 2 is common even. But any more than that, it gets a little much. Okay, this level is, I think one of the less fun ones. It's a lot of, well, these mid-boss fights are actually kind of fun. This is neat. That's just like a classic kind of dodging puzzle. These parts I can't stand. They throw all these rockets and physical kind of constraints at you. There was another section earlier like that I didn't mention, and then send these boxes down that if you destroy them shoot like super fast circle spreads. Just a bad time in my book. Okay, if you saw that giant boss released an incredibly fast, very low on the screen set of revenge bullets right when he died that I was ready for, but it's like if you haven't played a bunch and aren't totally used to dodging those exact ones and like know when they're gonna come down, they'll get you, and it's just yeah, it's frustrating. Okay, there's a lot of boss behavior that I don't love here. Being constrained by those lasers in the beginning and then having those bullets. Your hitbox is not that small. That first pattern bugs me. This is kind of neat. You kind of got to wait until those like wavy bullets go all the way up the screen and then dodge through a single one of those gaps and then you're golden. And then this, it's just like, what the fuck are you supposed to do but bomb there? Alright, now we're back into kind of normal. Okay. I don't know what the technical bonus on that boss is because by this time I was just basically going for survival. Only 1 out of 4 secrets found in that level, as opposed to a lot more in the first 3. I learned the first 3 levels decently well. Okay, see again with the hallway style background. And now, welcome to the level where there's even more kind of environmental hazards. These things which they will not kill you if you run into them, which is something that I had to randomly discover after bunches of playing through, thinking that they would kill me because everything else kills you when you contact it. You'll see what I do later in this stage. So you can just kind of that I bombed there, but you really can just kind of force your way through those things when they're tightly together. Oh, look at these revenge bullets! Look at that! Every single one of those green circle thing enemies releases one if you shoot it. That was pretty. Yeah, that was pretty sketchy. That section. You know, I'm not gonna say this is like poor game design or anything. It's just not something that I like. All of this environmental hazard bullshit. Like this right here just feels. And see, you can kind of crawl around through these things, and they won't kill you. I swear it probably took me 10 playthroughs to like kind of realize that, and wasted a bunch of time on this level because I thought it was much harder than it was because I was trying to play not hitting those things. Okay, it's like, okay, everything is kind of cloistered away, hold away so you can't shoot it, and you just gotta dodge the bullets. It's fine. Okay, stupid death. Could have easily just bombed out of that. Unless I wasn't paying attention and didn't have any. I don't think that's the case though. So now I'm back down to rank 3, no more revenge bullets. All of a sudden, the game is more fun to play for me. So, maybe this is just the sort of game that I would say if you want to have a good time with it, maybe just try and survive it as opposed to score it. But it's like, that sucks. The scoring is kind of fun and kind of well implemented, and I don't like not scoring a game at all, generally speaking, these days. It's like that's definitely something that I usually want to engage with. Okay, the strategy here, as you could see, was to really go for the thing on the left and kill it fast, so that then when you're at this section, you can easily go around and deal with the one on the right. Okay, there we go, tech bonus. Ugh. Did you see the revenge bullets? Oh god. Okay, that was pretty good. Stage 6 is interesting because they do away with all of the environmental hazards. I don't believe there are any, and this is just pure enemy wave design and bullet dodging, which is cool. I think this level is interesting to play through, and it's more my style. So you're focus shot and missiling those giant wheel things. At this point I have 2 lives left, which is not a ton. The this level and the final boss is you know, it's not a terribly hard game, but it's no joke either. Woo! Woo! Scooting through those green lines of bullets is easier said than done with the hitbox you have in this game, so that I consider that lucky that I made it through that. Okay, this is interesting. These little like ghost things start flying around, and they do not kill you if you hit them, but they're also constantly releasing bullets. So it's like if you overlap them on the wrong time, they can kill you. Which I don't know. I don't know that I love that. I kind of think it's interesting that these bullet emitters don't in themselves kill you. It's not like they're ships. That would give the whole thing a different feel. Look at this. But okay, I used all of my shield, so now I'm fucked. I gotta chill out. But yeah, I'm sort of again, I just think this is kind of like a thing that I find mildly interesting, but I'm not totally sold on whether it's fun. These little cloud ghost guys hanging around and just releasing bullets, and there's nothing you can do about them. You can't kill them. You just they're just bullets that you have to dodge. Kind of an okay, maybe kind of cool thing is I guess how I feel about it. Okay, these vomits of bullets are pretty tough to dodge, and then usually if you're in that corner, that pattern misses you, but it got me that time for whatever reason, unfortunately. So then you got to go to the other corner, and I bombed there just to be safe because I didn't want to get clipped again. And then kind of same thing, you just kind of hang out in the safe spot, and then these things will chase you while you're dodging this this big vomit of pink and yellow bullets, and then I bombed to get back through. Oh, that was crazy. Proud of my honest dodging there. Okay, this is sort of like the true last boss. I don't know if it is actually the true last boss. I can't really get a sense of it, but I do know that if you time out the first iteration of the boss that I just beat, if you time out instead of destroy him, you won't see this guy, but you will 1cc. So I'm gonna call this the TLB, and anyone who knows better otherwise can correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh. Tough dodging there, but interesting pattern. Here we go again with the ghosts that you cannot kill. You just have to dodge their freaky bullets, and then this nonsense gets released. Just very bizarre, difficult to read pattern, and being in the corner is definitely the safest way. And then, oops, look at this. Look at this bullshit. It's like not only does that guy give you collision damage, but you got to get down fast enough to dodge that hideous, hideously tight pattern. Uh, don't know how to do it without dying. Haven't done it yet. I have no lives and no bombs at this point. This is I know the last pattern of the boss if I play well and just gotta not get hit here. I swear. The fact that I didn't die right there at that last little string of bullets when I had less than a second left to kill the boss, I'm just like very surprised and grateful about that because I was pretty much done playing this and wanting to clear as fast as possible. So yeah, those were scattered thoughts, but like I do think there's some interesting stuff in the game. There, it does feel good to play. Generally speaking, you got a fast, zippy ship, and you got auto fire, automatically, and focus shot feels nice, and all this. So the fundamentals of the game are great. I think the original scoring system is fun. Where I think they could have kind of I don't know, where I think they might have got off course is there's three other modes in this game, and they all have different scoring systems. One I've heard is Ikaruga like, and one I messed around with. It's more like Dononpachi, like chaining, laser chaining and stuff. And I just feel as though when you're making a game and you have the same stages, but you're doing four different scoring systems, you've kind of lost the plot already because everything is going to feel um, not as tight if they're all designed with like slightly different scoring systems, all needing to kind of overlap with one another and work. And so maybe if this game is mid, maybe that's the ultimate reason why. It went for quantity of content over quality at the end of the day, and you can't blame a developer for doing that for a shmup because it's like people have a problem with replayabilities of shmups, and they say, "Oh, there's not much game here," even though it's almost never true. Just like your standard mainstream reviewer might say that, and so making four modes is a way to combat it, but I just feel like it's kind of a game that feels like it lacks polish and focus and tightness, and um, that's just how it goes sometimes. It's not everything is going to be perfect, but I do think they had some interesting ideas here, and it's worth a look if you have a Dreamcast or emulate the Neo Geo version or whatever you want to do. Thanks, y'all.